wala ho namang limit. There is no limit to the implementation of the search warrant. Lalong-lalo na in a situation like this na kung saan there are indicators that the suspect or the subject of the warrant of arrest nandun at nagtatago. So as it will be valid, and it remains the duty of PNP or anybody serving the warrant of arrest na talagang hanapin, halumpugin hanggat matuntun siya dyan sa lugar na yan. So hanggat nagtatago siya, hahanapin siya at aarestuhin siya. So there's the rules of court, jurisprudence or the law does not provide for a deadline. Hindi naman ito yung 8 to 5 lang, banking days or office days lang, wala weekend. It's really hanggang ma-serve ito. So far, they say nasa underground siya, meron daw silang ginagamit na equipment at nakikita lang merong tao doon. Hindi naman tinuturo o kaya binibigay. So once there is a warrant of arrest, the serving authorities can use that to enter any building. As a matter of fact, they can even break down the doors and destroy things.
Yes.
Just to get to. So hindi na po kailangan ng separate search warrant. But yung TPO is just to protect the life, liberty, and safety of the petitioners. Yung mga mag-aaral, yung mga opisyal, para makapasok sila, makapag-aaral, makapagsamba. And that's about it. As long as the PNP respects that, wala po silang problema. It does not take away or diminish their duty to enforce the other warrants. Magkahiwalay naman yung responsibility ng PNP. Pangalawa, hindi naman, malaki naman yung area eh. So, kung maghuhukay man mga yan, they can cordon that off. Patuloy yung pag-aaral. Ang importante lang, nakakapasok sila, nakakalabas, nakakapagsamba, nakakapag-aral, at hindi na nalalagay sa panganib yung kanilang life, liberty, or security. So far, ginagawa naman nila yon. So, any act of the police in enforcing the warrants of arrest, as long as it does not violate yung life, liberty, and security ng mga petitioners, wala silang problema. So, kay Ronald naman yung how long will it take? Well, of course, reasonable belief, as you say, can be subjective, but reasonable belief must be based on facts on the ground. Diba? So, ngayon, ang fact is, it's a 30-hectare compound. So, may mga hindi pa sila napasok. Yeah. Di, normal lang na titignan nila yon. Plus, meron naman silang sinasabi na meron silang scientific way and you can research, and that's possible to identify kung may life ba dun sa ilalim nagtatago. Pag sinasabi nila meron. You know, they can be, whoever is questioning it can have access to that, or the courts can look into that. So, so far, hanggat hindi nila ma-fully search yung napakalaking compound, you cannot blame them for not doing their job, no? From doing their job. So, kung ito sana isang seated lang, isang apartment lang, tapos na yan, di ba? In a few hours, tapos na. Ito kasi napakalaki. Pangalawa, kung binigay sa kanila lahat ng mga susi, di ba? Tinuro, binigay yung plano, di mas mabilis sana. But unfortunately, hindi nga ganun ang nangyayari. Well, the shortest way of doing this really is for Mr. Quiboloy, Pastor Quiboloy, to surrender. Nangyayari naman ito in other cases. But, naintindihan natin, we could understand yung game plan ng mga abogado ni Pastor Quiboloy. Takot sila pag napunta sa US, mas mabilis kasi ang kanilang criminal justice system doon. You know, in a matter of months, tapos na. You know, even their own president, in a matter of months, tapos na. So, gusto nila, there is an assurance, but legally, not even our president can give that assurance because he'll be breaking the law. Meron kasi tayong mga extradition treaties. Yeah. Anyway, you don't need to worry because hindi naman yan automatic na titignan din nila kung yung the extradition treaty applies and that the rights of this Filipino, if he's tried in that particular jurisdiction, will be properly safeguarded. So hindi automatic that it can be done. But you're correct, and the legal scholars are correct in saying, siyempre, uunahin naman natin usually yung ating judicial justice process. Kasi nakakahiya naman na hindi pa dito na-address yung mga complaints ng people of the Philippines, ba, dalihin na natin sila doon. So, I think that will be more proper, that he will be tried here first and then later on extradited to face the charges doon. Minsan, in other cases, pwede rin sabay eh. Yeah. Pwede rin sabay na dalhin siya dito muna siya, and then there's a lull in the trial, which happens most of the time in our country, in our criminal justice system. Pwedeng dalhin doon. Well, I think, nasa atin kasi yung control eh. We have custody of the accused. At Pilipino siya. At Ronald, it's not dahil magalit ang United States, gagawin na natin. It's because that's the rule of law. That's what our own laws provide. Kasi yung treaty natin, for extradition treaty with the US and many other countries, forms part of our law. So whether or not the President or DOJ or PNP would like it, kailangang sumunod tayo doon. So, but a good way of doing that really is pwede namang maglalagari siya. It's just a question of, flying in and out of our country. But baka nga, if we do that, baka mapahiya tayo kasi makatapos na doon dito sa atin. Hindi pa the legal principle. Siyempre, uunahin naman nung country that has control. We
primary jurisdiction.
Oo. Pangalawa, I'm sure our country is also sensitive to the perception ng world community at ng ating kaalyadong US. Kailangan natin sila ngayon. Baka i-accommodate din yan. Ayun nga, maglalagari siya. So it's really a discretion on the part of our government na gawin yan. Yun lang nga, baka nga very stark ang contrast na tapos na sila doon, tayo hindi pa nangangalahati. So baka siguro ipakita na rin ng DOJ, ng ating hukuman, na kaya naman natin paspasan ito kung gusto natin. They have a point naman. Unless in the rules of engagement, wala naman kasing batas na nagsasabing kinakailangan may media. Pag search warrant, meron.
Okay.
The rules require that. But pagdating sa warrant of arrest kasi, wala eh. Now, but then if it is, but then we have to understand, it's also a policy of government in the transparency of public function. Serving a warrant of arrest is a public function. So, kung meron sa rules ng PNP, pwede yung ganun, then perhaps we can cite that as a basis. But otherwise, tama naman yung, hindi mo naman pwedeng dalhin yung buong barangay doon kasi wala naman, hindi naman sila kapulisan. They are not the servers of the warrant. So, they also entitled to their privacy. I mean, the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Pwede rin ang palabasin nila, yung media, yun yung aming informer eh. So, but there are many ways of handling that kung talagang kinakailangan. I think there's some basis dun sa concern and opposition ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ and the others in that place na police lang ang pwede kasi sila lang naman ang may legal authority to enforce the warrant of arrest. So, we cannot impose on the citizen, in this case the others, ano ang kinakailangan para maprotektahan kanyang human rights. So sa tingin niya, nababiolate na dahil sinasama yung media and yung publicity, meron naman silang karapatan para to maintain and safeguard their constitutional rights.
Pwede bang pagtakpan ng attorney para makatakas yung kliyente?
Well, not exactly. No, it is true that there is a lawyer-client privilege and that cannot be broken. Yung confidentiality.
Yes.
But there are legal exceptions to that. One is the attorney can break that privilege to prevent another crime, or he cannot use that privilege to justify another crime. So alam naman ng mga abogado yan. So it's not absolute. There are limited exceptions to that rule. There's a Senate warrant of arrest, hindi lang yung RTC. So maraming warrants of arrest dito si Pastor Kibuloy. So, and it's not just that, it's not just fairness to him or fairness to the victim. It should also be fairness to the PNP,
To the
which is just
institution.
doing its job, fairness to yung mga nagpetisyon sa RTC for the TPO, no? And then fairness to Pastor Kibuloy, so that finally he will be given a fair chance to defend himself, di ba? Due process tayo. At pinaka-importante diyan, fairness sa ating lahat. Kasi ang complainant dun sa dalawang criminal cases, people of the Philippines. And we are supposed to be guaranteed a rule of law, yung equal application of the law to everyone. So, bakit special treatment dapat ito, di ba?
Tama.
And then, of course, yung justice for everyone. All of us are aggrieved, theoretically, by the criminal complaints of the private complainants.
Yeah.